Welcome to all on Women Dialogues, and I'm your host Shashi with you all to create more voice for women and by women. And today's our guest from UK and India, Rashmi Mishra. She has been in teaching profession since last more than 25 years, and more than that, she is a founder of Inspiring Indian Women, which is very famous and having thousands of members in this organization. So she has lots of award, lots of recognition all over the world globally. So let's welcome her and hear from her how she created, what way she found that passion, and how further she's gonna bring these all inspiring Indian women stories on her organization. So welcome Rashmi on this platform.
Thank you so much, Dr. shashigoel. It's a pleasure to be on your platform, the Women Dialogues, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak for myself as well as our organization, Inspiring Indian Women. Well, coming back to your question, I have always been wanting to do something different, being a civics, history teacher, English teacher. So the humanitarian part of me was always struggling, like what to do, what next, and wanted to get out of the monotony of life. When the kids especially become independent, you want to do something. So when I came to UK, I decided that to join some UK organizations, and due to certain misunderstandings, we made another group. And the first time when we made this Inspiring Indian Women, we never thought that we would come this far. We were also taken by surprise because we kept on working hard, doing things what we love to do, and we kept on adding people. We never pushed members. We never forced people to join. It just kept on happening because of all that what we were doing. That's all I can say about Inspiring Indian Women.
Wow, that's very inspiring itself. I can say the way you mentioned that it was something having the passion for humanities, and the way you bring out your passion into the work for society, for community. That is uh, very important. How one can serve themselves beyond their capability of just not only for work but further for communities and society. So let's start hearing about your life story. As you are very successful, you have this very wonderful organization, and please share about with our viewers, with us, your childhood memories, or maybe some nice experience as being a female, or as some maybe some relevant memories about people who had big impact on your life, or in early childhood, or how it all made you to develop that way.
I love to go back to the childhood memories. Always on move. My dad was in a transferable job. My husband was in merchant navy. Always, even when he came on a land job, he was always on transferable jobs, moving from one country to another country or one city to another city. So I've never been there at one place, and I've learned so much from and met so many people that it gives a great knowledge and learning when you're moving around from city to city. My schooling has been in the very famous Kendri Vidyalaya Sangathan. After my convent in Guwahati, we were in Guwahati, and then there I joined Kendri Vidyalaya KV Narangi, and then later on various other KV schools. So as a child, I was very much spoiled. I would say that I never did whatever my mom used to tell me. I was like, stubborn. For me, I always had that zeal to do something different, and but I was never into studies, never academically brilliant, very average student. Uh, Marks, I was very bad at maths. but good at English. But you know, the parents usually force you to study science and maths. But my love was towards humanities and English. Finally, when I started my college, I left science and I took this subject, economics, English literature, and political science. And I think political science really helped me understand the international relations and the way the world worked, you know, the Cold War and the superpowers and all. I was very much impressed. And that made me also realize that it's so important to have one world as one society, one people all together. And how frivolous is this idea of uh, taking territories and capturing territories and all those stuff. So that's all about my education, my schooling, my college, and yeah, that's all. I've got two children, one son and one daughter. Both of them are in university. They're trying to, find a niche for themselves. And it makes me feel very proud that both of them are trying their best. And I'm like kind of little free from their responsibilities. And hence all the energy is on inspiring Indian women. Yeah.
Those are really beautiful life experiences which you shared with us. So when we are talking about it, how the environment, if we bring about back a part of your homely environment, what way you found a particular environment or setting in your time, which helped you or maybe which challenge you, or those you overcome those challenges as learning or developing yourself.
As a girl, while
Yeah,
growing up,
as
you mean?
as a woman, yeah, as a woman, yeah.
Okay. I think when your dad is transferred to a new city, you have to start from scratch. You have to make new friends. That's a challenge, for a student or for a child. It's not easy to adapt to a new atmosphere, new teachers, new school. That's one thing. And secondly, when I got married, then also the transfers. The moment I would complete 2 or 3 years in a school as a teacher, the time for me to be a permanent teacher would come. My husband would be transferred. So again, back to a new school, new city, and then again applying for jobs, continuously applying for various schools, interviews, demo classes, lessons, then getting a job finally, because I just could not stay without a job. I need to keep working, and hence, and it boosts your morale and self-confidence when you are working and with students and you love what you do. So I always ended up trying for jobs even before we landed in that city, or went there. I would start looking for a new job. So that was a challenge for me. And the syllabus would be different completely. One CBSE board, then ICSE board, then GCSE. It would be so different. O levels, A levels, every board would have different. And when we were transferred to Sri Lanka, I was a history teacher. I would have to teach everything Sri Lankan history as well as British history, which would be so different. And when I was in India, all the Indian history and the British rule. So very different perspectives of history. So I would always wonder, I'm continuously learning, relearning, reading the books. So that was a challenge for me while in this transferable life, always moving.
Yeah, that's definitely. But I believe being having those challenges, but the way you overcome, you had those courage and same time the self motivation. Like, okay, as you mentioned, like I need to be working. I can't be without working. So that's really important, especially when you are sharing these kind of situations where your spouse or person is keep having those transferable work. So what is the most strong output or point about your own feminine leadership as you run your organization, you have this beautiful organization where people can connect and then they can work together and all.
Yeah, uh, Dr. Shashi, for me, what is important is respect every individual, whatever time and even the time, forget the money, the time which they give you, the effort they do for you, or any talent. Everybody cannot be perfect, everybody cannot have everything, but try to recognize that particular talent in every individual which you can enhance and you can mold it. So for me, what is most important is that I do not want to be on the head of everyone. I understand the requirements of the family, about the various responsibilities every woman has, and the job. So this is something, what we are doing is voluntary. It's something which gives you pleasure, but it's not so important as your family. So if a single woman, any woman who comes to our platform and gives their time, for me to value the time and respect the individual is very, very important. Even if after a few years, the person may not be the same, but I would like to go back and remember the time which the person gave, and I'd always value and cherish that time. It doesn't matter what the person is now or will be future, but the past, those people who give their time are important to me. Yeah, maybe that is the very the basic uh, thing which is important for any organization to be successful.
Yeah, that is so true. When we are talking about bringing and respecting each individual time which they are giving at any moment of in their life, when they are approaching and reaching out to us, you must be having a lot of interesting, inspiring stories, or maybe some experiences as well. Would you like to share with us?
This got so many stories, when we started in the year 2016, believe me, we were just 5 of us in that auditorium. We were like, we were going to guess who's going to dance, who's going to perform. And it's not been very easy journey. It's definitely been very, very difficult. Sometimes I would be there all alone, thinking like, I wish we had a team which could do. And sometimes we feel that, okay, if so-and-so person can't come, then let me do it. So I would handle everything all together. So it's there are a lot of stories where I can say that, like we did the Gidda, a function where we were supposed to dance Gidda. We are promoting very big way, come on ladies, Gidda happening and this and that. And when the Gidda day came, we were only 10 of us in the room, and we said, "Arey, kya kare? Hum hi log dance karna hai." So hum hi log shuru ho gaye Gidda gana. So these are the little things, but it's I still get little stress that, oh my god, I hope people come, I hope we get audience, we get people to appreciate and watch. So that is something which is always there in me, but I'm trying to overcome it, because I feel that ek bhi banda aaye, Toby, we are not going to cancel, we are not going to postpone, we will just go ahead. And for us, what is important is what we learn from that event, and not that how many people were there watching us or not. So it's each step one at a time. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. As you said, that's very beautifully, like you have to have that on your internal motivation, and same time having that feeling, yes, we have to do it, whether it is uh, that other people show up or not, but we need to show up ourselves on our performance, on our task, on our planning. And I think that leads to further thing, like how the idea you shared initially about your a passion for humanity. But when we are talking about inspiring Indian women, I think how many members do you have, if may I ask you?
Yeah, right now I think 13,000 plus, and followers on page also 13,800 something followers.
Right,
So we
right,
are, it's fine. We're moving very slowly, steadily, and we're not forcing anyone. We're just having people joining, and it's
right.
fine. We're going good. We're going good.
Right. So when we
Even
are
if,
talking about
yeah.
it, the question comes, you are having that motivation. Yes, we need to show up. Same time, when people are joining and people are might be having some expectation from the platform, from the organization when they are joining, how it seems like how the way you show up, because again, as you said, it's a non-profit and you might be having a lot of work and you need to perform, right? It might be how it all seems like, how you make it possible, or please share with us.
The expectations of people, you mean, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody knows that, we have no rules, regulations in that way, and no controlling attitude. So we do not believe in having being dominant on somebody and saying don't do this, don't do that. So we are always encouraging ladies to come out with ideas, and we will be behind you. You go and do whatever you want, and we'll support you in whatever way, with contacts, with promotion, with audience, with press release. So all that kind of freedom we have on our platform, and that is why more and more women are connecting with us, because there is no boss in that way. There's nobody on top. We don't have an hierarchy. I call myself as a volunteer. I said I'm the most active volunteer, you can say. But I'm very proud to say that in 2021, we have women coming forth and doing so much. Like, we have Darshana Shah, who has her own programs of Kavi Sammelan. We have Darshini and Dharti, who are doing her own programs. Then we had Paromita Goswami. So every woman here who desires to do something just comes forward, and we are all behind. So that is the real motive of inspiring Indian women. We do not want to take the credit. We do not want to say that we did it for you. We want to say you did it. We were just behind you to make
right.
it happen for you.
Very
So
nice.
that is the only expectation what everybody should have from inspiring Indian women. Just
Mhm.
let us know, and we'll just go ahead and do whatever you want.
Right, that's beautiful. And when we are talking about it, uh, as an inspiring Indian women, what are your future plans for this organization or platform? How you would like to see this in coming future?
Global, every nook and corner of the world.
It's already global, I believe.
More of it's more UK, and we have, of course, now we have women dialogues from US taking this interview. So we we want people to look for us. Okay, do you know inspiring women? Can we connect with you? We want everyone to come together and feel like this is their platform, not about somebody else's. So the oneness, and bringing, if we could make that difference in their life, to say that you need to be confident. We want women to feel confident. We have certain things which we want everybody to feel, certain ethos, that never think yourself as somebody who cannot do. You can do. So these things we keep on filling up in all the posts, what we keep on inspiring and encouraging women to do what they want. So maybe for me personally, I would want inspiring Indian women to be the part of many and many success stories of women. And yes, it is that's the future plan. I think I won't say that we want to be there getting some very big awards or something, but for us, what matters is the individual personal growth, individual people earning something out of it, whether financially, whether out of whether respect, or whether emotionally, getting something out of some kind of connect with our organization, Inspiring Indian Women, rather than and we want one thing which we really want to promote is that women do not stand for jealousy. Because what is happening, most of the time everybody just says that one thing, that women is women's worst enemy, and women ही एक दूसरे का को गिराने की कोशिश करते हैं. We want to say that we want to be together, sisterhood. We don't want to say that, okay, if somebody is successful, be happy in her success and try to be inspired, but instead of wanting the person to come down. And this is very much prevalent, and we want to break that stereotype of women being jealousy, bitchy, bringing women down. So we really want to be together and spread only happiness amongst each other.
That's very beautifully said. As you said, we want to develop that in, not only particular in the particular diaspora or particular society, but in general globally. That should break, and that should not be having that kind of mindset that women are not supportive to each other. They are further even they are, as you said, they are bitchy, or they are whatever, they are jealous and gossip or talking about. No, we want to develop that sense that they are inspiring and motivating, and they are not only inspiring and motivating self and others, but they are creating that same kind of culture and settings for coming generations as well. So that is very important, as you said. So moving ahead, when we are talking about it, how people, or how especially women, as you have this beautiful platform, they can connect with you, or how they can reach out to you.
I'm always available on WhatsApp. Believe me, I'm a WhatsApp addict. So please feel free to connect me whenever possible, and I will definitely reply through Messenger, through WhatsApp. My number is there out in all our social media platform, and I'm always there for anybody who wants to connect with me. And we have our email also, so people can write to us, and yeah, we are all there, always there. We have a very good team, we are blessed. You won't believe it. Within one night, we collected 500 pounds for India, for helping the health issues and the problems going on here. So nice going. Yeah, our team is very great.
That's very nice. And hearing these stories, especially in the current scenario when world is having this global pandemic, and some countries are specifically like India and all are really getting a very high level of threat. So such support, such kind of environment is really inspiring, motivating, and give people a hope to further see bright and good future. Seeing all these things, what message would you like to give to our audience and our listener and viewers who are listening, watching us, and especially the women?
I have one line: never give up. Don't ever say I can't do. People will pull you down. People will say mean things about you, but for you, they don't exist. Carry on forward, carry on the flame. Don't ever look behind talking about all that bad happened in your life, but look ahead, move on, let go of things, and believe me, that will really take you far, far ahead. So never give up.
Very powerful, very important. Thank you. And what way do you feel the platform like this, Women Dialogue, is important?
Yes, bringing forth various stories and various women who are trying to do something, are able to talk through this platform. This really is very important, because all that we do, all that anyone does, any woman does, we need to sometimes talk to people to make them understand that how to go ahead in life and what made them reach here. So I think women dialogue, I consider it as very important role it plays. And the very fact that you called me for interview motivated me, inspired me. I felt nice about myself, and because I wanted to talk about myself, and I don't want to be a mystery person, or I want to be people's person and to be easily available, connect to anybody who wants to meet. I really love this platform. Thank you so much. And I've watched several episodes, and I find that each and every guest who came here had something to teach all of us.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Ms. Rashmi. You are really inspiring and motivating us. And thank you for giving your time, sharing your story and journey to inspire and motivate ourselves and us, and as well as our audience and our viewers who are listening. And once again, thank you so much. And
Thank
thanks
you
to
for
all
having
our
me.
viewers. If you would like to hear more women voices and part of Women Dialogues, please connect with us. And please share, subscribe, and like. And thank you. And please share as much as you can. We are on a mission to create a voice for women. Be a part of this by sharing. So, see you in the next episode. And don't forget to check Inspiring Indian Women. Her details are available in the description as well. See you in the next time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.